What are heat maps and how they can be used to boost SEO? Hello friends, my name is Sumit Sharma and I welcome you all to our channel Buddha's Learning. Now, what are heat maps? So these are the essential tools which help digital marketers in understanding that how users interact with your website. These heat maps come into play when users are having trouble in navigating to your website. Which image will be the best for your audience attention? That is also the part of heat map. Heat maps are the data visualization tools which are designed to help the website owners. They help in understanding that how well a specific page is performing. Through these heat maps, it's easy for the users to visualize because here the values are represented with colors. Measurement is always on a scale from red to blue. Red means high level of engagement and blue means low level of engagement. Now there are three types of heat maps. One is scroll map, the second one is click map, and the third one is hover map. If you have a long page and the user has to scroll down to get the complete content, so you can easily figure it out the engagement level. Redder the area means more engagement. In the second one, that is click map, you need to track those points where the users click most often, and these clicks can be the internal links, the navigation bar, and even the CTA buttons. CTA stands for call to action. And the third one is hover map. Here you need to track that where the users move the cursor around. You need to pick those hotspots where the users pause for a little. Now, since we are familiar with heat maps and the form of heat maps, so now we are going to discuss how these heat maps can be very beneficial in making SEO strategy or boosting SEO. So I will tell you 5 tips for the same. The first one is learn more about user intent. With heat maps, you can easily figure it out that which part of your website get the most play, which content do the people care about, and which section the people are scrolling without stopping. And even you need to figure out those points as well where the users are sticking. Once all of this data is visualized, then it will be very beneficial in making PPC campaigns, future landing pages, and blog spots. We can make the content strategy, ad copies, and social media strategies accordingly. The second point is optimize page layout. The most common way to use sitemaps is how the users are interacting on the CTA buttons. Here either you will find the friction or you will find just the smoothness. Smoothness means the visitors are moving and friction means the visitors are stopping. And these CTA buttons or the call to action buttons, these can be buy now, book now, or add to cart, etc. The third one is use heat maps with analytics, because you all are familiar with Google Analytics, and Google Analytics allows you to uncover tons of quantitative data. You can track page views, referral traffic, bounce rate, and how many times your cart was abandoned. The fourth point is combining heat maps with the on-page surveys. It's one of the good strategy that you need to collect the feedback from the users, and if it is in the form of survey, then you can easily figure it out the user's relationship with your website. Try using heat maps along with it just to find it out that what users want to add or change and how was their experience with the website. The fifth point is determine optimal content length. How well each page is performing according to the audience queries. For this, you can put scroll maps. Now once you put the scroll map on the queries or the FAQs, then you can easily find it out that are they leaving your site for good, or have they found what they needed in your website and proceeding to the purchase page, and what your competitors are doing on the similar page. Is there anything that we can put on our page to make it better? So these kind of questions, they can easily be figured out with the help of Hover Maps. So friends, that was all from my side regarding Hover Maps, its types, and how they can be beneficial in boosting SEO of your website. If you know any other trick apart from them, then please write in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then please share it with your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please subscribe it, press the bell icon so that you will get the latest updates on digital marketing and technology. And we'll be back with another video on digital marketing. Till then, bye bye, take care, and enjoy learning digital marketing through our videos. Thank you.